Welcome to Tarot and Chill. My name's Nisha, and this is a pick a card reading to find out your forecast for love. I've got 6 groups for you to choose from today. Group 1 is this gold ring. Group 2 is this silver chain. Group 3 is this gold crystal bangle. Group 4 is this gold chain. Group 5 is this diamond ring. And group 6 is this pearl bracelet here. Please pause the video now if you need to take a moment to make your choice. All the timestamps will be in the description box. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. That really helps out my channel with YouTube's algorithm. I will leave my private reading information in the description box, as well as my PayPal donation link, just in case anyone feels like being super generous and helping me out. I'd be really appreciative. Thank you so much to everyone who's already subscribed. I really love reading all your comments, and I'm so glad to hear that you guys are enjoying the videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in your reading. This reading is for you if you chose the gold ring. Let's see what cards you have. First of all, you have a song, and your song is Tinashe Feelings. Lately I ain't been in my feelings. Nashe, I've been minding my business. Throw it in your face, you gon' feel it. Throw it in your face, you gon' feel it. You still stuck in the past. I don't get mad, I get bags. Big bags. Pussy best you done had. Now you won't get this back, no. From the Ancestral Path Tarot, you have the Princess of Staves. And the World. From the Fountain Tarot, you have the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Swords. Interesting, 2 8s. From the Goddess Tarot, you have the Ace of Staves. And Contemplation, which is the Hermit. Then from the Good Tarot, you have the Nine of Earth. And the King of Earth. And from the Sacred Destiny Oracle, you have Taking Risks and Action. Very nice set of cards, guys. Apart from the little blip over here, it's a pretty nice, decent set. We've got some channel messages for you. And you have Find Peace for Now. Wait and find out. And that was all Spirit had to say for you guys today. I'm seeing that there's going to be a lot of excitement for you guys on the horizon. This is a forecast for love. I'm not going to specify what time frame it's for. I feel like some of you guys watching will be younger and you'll want it to represent a much shorter time frame. So I'll leave that up to you. And then some of you guys will be older and it might represent a much longer time frame. But just see how it resonates for you and take what resonates and leave the rest, obviously. But first of all, I'm seeing that I feel like presently you're kind of not really interested in relationships. I feel like you're single and you kind of maybe just broken up with somebody and you're trying to get out of your feelings and just focus on your money, focus on your coin. I feel like focus on your spirituality as well, focus on your connection to the divine. And yeah, like staying prayed up. I feel like staying prayed up, glowing up, getting your bag, stacking. That's the energy I'm feeling for you guys. But I do feel like there's going to be some really amazing, exciting experiences in your love life soon on the horizon. I don't know how soon it's. I'm guessing for you guys it will be a little while because it's saying find peace for now and wait and find out. And the energy I'm getting from you instantly from the song, which I feel like is present because it says lately I ain't been in my feelings. So I feel like that's you right now. And I feel like a lot of you guys have had to leave something behind. I feel like some of you guys have left somebody who was like your world, your whole world, and you had to leave them behind. And, or this will happen if this has not happened yet to you, but I feel like for most of you this has just happened. And I feel like you were really anxious. You were really anxious, you were really depressed, you were feeling really insecure about it. I feel like you were beating yourself up about it and struggling to see the worth in yourself as a result of it. You went from feeling like this, you might be a Leo, Sagittarius or Aries, or you could just be a very charismatic, attractive. I'm feeling like most of you are probably feminines, but you don't have to be. I'm feeling just very attractive, very charismatic, very attractive for a lot of people because you're fun, you're like outgoing, exciting, fun to be around. You have a lot of skills and talents which impress other people, but at the same time you're honest, you're trustworthy, and I feel like that's very attractive to people, and you are very attractive, and you were very confident, but you went from being really confident and feeling like you had the world in your hands to feeling really negative and insecure because of what you had to leave behind. But I am seeing that there's been like a spark of passion. And for some of you guys, I feel like it's been your career that sparked your passion up until this point. Because I am getting a strong energy of you being alone and wanting to be alone still. And I feel like that will continue for a little while into the future, and I feel like you'll have a lot of passionate, exciting experiences. Like some of you guys might go on quite a few dates, but just stay single, I'm seeing. I feel like some of you guys will take risks with people and like accept opportunities for action, whatever that means for you, but not want to give up your independence. And I feel like you've worked really hard to build up your stability, to build up your resources, to gain the things that you needed and to reach a strong position. And I feel like a lot of that has had to do with you being a very good person and staying prayed up, staying on the good side of things and doing your work. And I feel like you have reaped a lot of rewards as a result of that. And it's been hard for you to have to let something go. But I feel like you did have to let it go in order to preserve the rest of your world. And I'm seeing that you have a lot going for you guys. On top of the fact that you're really charismatic and attractive, you're also a very good person. I feel like you're well-traveled. I also feel like some of you will travel with the Eight of Cups next to the World here, and I feel like you might be anxious about it. Some of you might be traveling for love or traveling for sex even. And it's like you're going alone, but you're going to meet somebody. If you're connecting with somebody, I'm seeing, the energies I'm seeing here are a masculine earth sign, maybe a little bit older, so Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. They don't have to be an earth sign, but I'm seeing that they could be. But the energy of this person would be very nurturing, very stable, very protective, very able to earn money, save money. If you went to this person's house, it'd be really clean. Their fridge would be really full of food, lovely, lovely food. They would have everything organized, everything in its place. They would dress really, really, really well, I'm seeing. They're very like materially impressive, and they're also very safe, like they feel comforting to be around. So this could be your love interest. And then on the feminine side, I'm seeing Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, fiery energy, more youthful, but somebody very passionate, somebody, they're humble and honest, but they're kind of fiery and they've got this spark of passion, and they're very, because they are honest, they can rub people up the wrong way, but they're also very attractive, and I feel like they can win people over. They can say the right things. They're very funny. They're very intelligent. They're creative. They tell amazing stories, this person, that you could listen to them talk forever because they're so interesting and funny and charismatic. And I feel like you've walked away from your feelings, I feel like, for a lot of you guys. And yeah, I do feel like mentally you are in a difficult place, and I think it will continue for a little while until you find more of this spark of passion, I feel like, and really like claim it and go after it. And I feel like you really need to claim your singlehood as well, because I'm seeing that you've left somebody behind physically, and you're trying to block your feelings so you don't think about them. But psychologically, they are still in your mind, and it's like even you trying to block out the thoughts of them is you still thinking about them. Do you know what I mean? If you're thinking, I can't think about so-and-so, I can't think about so-and-so all day, then you are thinking about them. So I'm seeing what you need to do is focus on your passions. And if you're the Queen of Wands, which I feel like a lot of you are watching, then I'm seeing you are very creative and you have a lot of talents and you have a lot of skills. So you could just put your energy into that instead, and that would light you up, I'm seeing. And I feel like it would give you your spark back, because this energy was not good for you. This energy's kind of like dampened you. I feel like it's dampened your bright, radiant, charismatic, light, fiery spirit, and made you feel down and made you feel kind of damp and like you're not your best self anymore. And I feel like you just need a spark of passion, and then it will make you feel more able to attract love again. But I'm seeing that you're still open to taking risks with people, and you're still passionate and you're still confident. It's just, right now I think it's a little bit blocked, but I really do feel like it will come back quickly, guys. I'm seeing for some of you, if you have broken up with somebody, you might need to have like just a little physical fling. Maybe. But I do see you'll leave it behind pretty quickly, like it will be just a temporary, for a lot of you. I think you'll have like a one-night stand and then go back to being single and just enjoying yourself. And potentially for some of you, I'm seeing you might choose to be celibate for quite a while, because you're holding out for somebody who's like this King of Earth, somebody who's really, really valuable, like really worthwhile, somebody who would really protect you and take care of you, who would be there for you no matter what. Somebody loyal, trustworthy, honest, respectable, reliable, self-disciplined. The King of Earth is an amazing partner, because you can trust them, whether they're male or female. You can trust this person. They're very loyal and stable, and they've got everything together in their life. They've already made all their mistakes and been sloppy in their past, and now they're very organized, very disciplined. They've made their money, they've got their success, they've got their own home. They've learnt the ways of life, and they're bored of all the like being out on the streets stuff. So they're a really great partner, and I feel like that's who you're trying to attract, or who you will be trying to attract eventually. And it does feel like you need to find some peace from what you've been through at this moment right now. I feel like for some of you guys, I'm like this as well, and I fully support you, like using your energy, using that energy of a heartbreak to fuel something that you're passionate about, to try and take you away from it. I am all for that, 100%. But I feel like some of you guys are trying to block your feelings too hard. And I do feel like you might have to go through some pretty deep kind of alone time with yourself and confront the feelings you've been blocking. But I do feel like you'll be okay. I feel like you'll have peace through this process. And I don't feel like it will last for too long for you guys. And I'm seeing there'll be a lot of excitement. In the meantime, if you want it, like there'll be dates and there'll be opportunities for fun with people. And I feel like this King of Pentacles is... I feel like this is your... Especially if you're the feminine, I feel like this is the person who you would end up with. And it might be... If you're very young now, then it will be when you're quite a bit older than you are right now. And this will be a longer period in your life, maybe. But for some of you guys, I feel like this is not that far away. A little bit, but not that far away. But you're going to find somebody who's really loyal, like a really loyal partner who you can rely on, who will have your back, who you won't ever have to leave or worry about leaving you, who will be protective of you. I feel like if you're the masculine, there's a strong, like especially if you are a masculine with an earth sign, a lot of earth in your chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, I feel like you might be the one trying to take a lot of risks with somebody. And this could be like the Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, female, feminine. And I'm kind of reading it the other way if it's like the masculine. Yeah, I feel like if it's the feminine's left a situation. Like if you're the feminine watching, you've left a situation, you've been in your feelings and trying to get out of your feelings through focusing on your bag. Still kind of a little bit depressed, but getting over it and maybe having some passionate experiences to get over it, but spending some time single and maybe celibate even for some of you. And then for the masculine, I'm seeing if you're the masculine, you've got like if there's somebody you're kind of praying for. I feel like there's somebody you're waiting for. And I feel like you're very passionate and you're not at peace right now. And maybe some things went wrong with you and this person's now trying to get out of their feelings. Or it could be you just trying to avoid your feelings completely. And I'm seeing that if you're the masculine, you might take a risk on somebody, you might take a risk on this person. And potentially it won't go well at first, is what I'm seeing. I feel like this person might just want to be alone at first. And they might see you as not offering anything serious, or somebody's feelings might get hurt, I'm seeing. And the situation might end. But I do feel like it might come full circle again, potentially. But it's very much like a wait and find out energy for both of you, masculines and feminines. There's a wait and find out energy. And it definitely feels like things will need to be left behind, and there will be anxiety, and there will be really negative self-doubt I'm seeing as a result of what's being left behind. It's like leaving behind what you thought was your whole world. And then I'm seeing a new spark of passion, a lot of alone time, followed by potentially like staying alone for a while until you find the one, or potentially the one just coming. And then eventually I feel like a risk will be taken to make it happen, to make it something stable and long term. So I really hope you enjoyed that group 1. Please let me know how the reading resonated with you in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. If you're new here, please check out the other content on my channel. Some of that might resonate with you as well. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the silver chain. Let's see what cards you have. First of all, you have a song. and your song is Maymula Red. My last man gone left me fed up. Controlling, confusing, he messed my head up. Not your fault, I'll try and do better. Try and make a little more effort. You should know it's hard to breathe. You should know it's hard for me. Trust issues, even though I try hard, I still miss you. But I treat you bad, I don't text you back. From the ancestral path tarot, you have the Five of Cups. The Three of Swords. In the Fountain Tarot, you have the Ten of Cups. The World. From the Goddess Tarot, you have Oppression, which is the Tower. And the Eight of Wands, the Eight of Staves. Then from the Good Tarot, you have the Empress and the Hangman. From the Sacred Destiny Oracle, you have Flexibility. These a little bit. And Potential. Then I've got some channeled messages for you guys. And you have many feelings are coming to the surface. Magic moments. Passion. You've got very conflicting energy here, guys. Try and tune in. Well, first of all, I'm seeing strong potential for some kind of like third-party situation with the Five of Cups and the Three of Swords being here. And to look at the Five of Cups in this deck, it strongly feels like there was some kind of heartbreak, disappointment, betrayal. But it almost feels like I feel like maybe the person you were with was not very great, or maybe you didn't really like them. For some of you, maybe you cheated on somebody because you didn't really like them that much, but you ended up breaking their heart maybe, and causing a lot of chaos and problems. For some of you, maybe you live with this person with the Ten of Cups here. For some of you, maybe you will be moving in with somebody. For some of you, I'm seeing travel here strongly for some of you. There's strong potential as well, I'm seeing. This energy's weird because it starts out really heavy, and then it gets good, and then it gets heavy, and then it gets good, and then it gets heavy, and then it gets... So I feel like some of you might be in a really like up and down, tumultuous relationship that's very passionate. Very, very passionate. And I feel like there's a lot of amazing moments between you guys. Amazing moments between you guys. But I do feel like it's mainly passion and not really like... It feels like there's a lot of issues in the relationship, and I do feel like the relationship that you're currently in, I don't know, if you've not just left a relationship, I feel like your relationship will crumble down. Because some of you, I feel like you've kind of got back together with somebody who maybe cheated on you or you cheated on them. Just for like a moment. For some of you, and I don't know, I feel like, yeah, for some of you, I feel like there was somebody who was cheating on you, And for some of you, I feel like you left this person and then went back to them and then left them again. And then it's just been a cycle of that I'm seeing strongly. And for some of you, I think you might be pregnant, or you might get pregnant with this person's baby potentially, with potential here as well. And it might be like a really shock pregnancy I'm seeing, like out of the blue, really sudden kind of pregnancy with the Eight of Wands and oppression. And I'm also just seeing with the Eight of Wands and oppression that things could change really quickly and suddenly. And maybe often things change quickly and suddenly with you and this person. This is just giving me the vibe of I feel like for some of you, you get out of one relationship that's bad, and then I feel like you'll go into another relationship when you haven't really resolved your issues, so then you end up treating your new partner bad because of the things you've been through in the past. And I think if that's you guys, you really just need some time to heal and to really just like come into yourself and to feel comfortable within yourself and not feel like you need somebody else to complete you. And I feel like for those of you that applies for, it's like the Ten of Cups is the stage card, and in certain contexts it kind of just looks like a play, like play actors and not really real. And I'm getting that vibe right now because there's not, I don't know, there's like a lot of sadness and a lot of heavy energy, and I'm not getting a happy feeling from this reading at all, in any way, apart from passion and magic moments. Many feelings coming to the surface. I feel like you bring up a lot in each other, like you trigger each other a lot, you and this person. And I feel like you might have, if you're not in this relationship yet, this might be like a pattern that you've had that will repeat if you don't take the time for yourself. I'm seeing taking the time to like nurture yourself would be really amazing for some of you guys. And I do see potential for pregnancy for some of you. But if it's this relationship, I would really strongly advise against keeping on going back to this relationship. I mean, you don't, obviously I'm not here to really give you advice. I'm here to just give you the forecast. But if you're in something and it's been tumultuous and the person keeps cheating on you, there's probably not much chance that that's going to change, especially if you're still healing from things from your past and the other person's still healing from things from their past, then the relationship doesn't really have a chance right now. And it might be really magic, and it might be really passionate, and it might be bringing up a lot of feelings in you. But I feel like it's also a lot of those feelings are very painful. Sorry, Group 2, my video cut out. What I was saying is I feel like you and this person kind of trigger each other, or you will trigger each other. And sometimes it's good feelings. Sometimes it's helping you bring stuff up to the surface. But most of the time I feel like it's just painful and it just feels oppressive. And it's just like a lot of tears and heartbreak, and like one or both of you leaves and then comes back and then leaves and then comes back. That's the kind of energy of the relationship I'm seeing. And it feels like this all happens really quickly. And like a lot of messages are involved. Like maybe you don't even physically see each other, but you're just like texting each other. And you have like an argument and break up and then get back together and then break up and get back together. And I do feel like for some of you, it's like you're trying to make this a serious relationship. And like, I don't know, I feel like for some of you, you want it to be more solid than what it is, but it's not. It keeps crumbling, this relationship. And it feels like it's just physical. And I think it's deceptive because it's triggering you. It's triggering things from your past, which makes you think it's deeper than it is. But But actually, I think this is just meant for you to let out all of your feelings from the past and then become stronger in yourself. That's the reward you can get from this relationship. Is for you to feel really confident, for you to feel on top of the world, on your own, not needing to pretend to be happy in a relationship that's actually miserable. To convince people that you're happy, like you won't need to convince anyone. You'll just be happy. And you'll be more successful if you ditch this type of situation. It might not just be like one specific relationship for you guys. I'm seeing it could be like a pattern. Could be a pattern of you and the same person, or you and multiple, like just your relationships in general. Like you get out of one bad relationship, go into the next one unhealed, same problems again and again, break up, next person, same issues. And I'm not trying to be harsh with you guys. I feel like you guys really care about this person and you guys have really tried. But actually, I think if you really like do some soul searching, I feel like you would realize that you're not really happy with this person. Really genuinely happy. I think if you cut out all the sex, if you cut out all the passion, I don't know what would really remain between you and this person. I don't know what you would really talk about. I don't know what you would... Yeah, I don't think you would enjoy each other. And I feel like you have both hurt each other. Or maybe one of you's really hurt the other one really badly, and the other one can't get over it, and it's like they keep bringing it up. And maybe the other person's sorry, and they're trying to make up for it, but the other person just can't let it go, can't get over it. And maybe you try, and you get back together for a short amount of time, and things are really nice, and things are really good, and then something kind of crumbles apart again. And then it maybe quickly gets back together. But I'm seeing that I feel like at some point this situation will need to be sacrificed. And I do see potential for a pregnancy to develop for you guys, like really shockingly out of the blue. I'm also seeing potential that this is like an open relationship that you guys will be having. And like this might not be cheating, this might just be the situation that you guys are in. Maybe you're swingers, maybe you... Yeah. But the situation, like whatever the specifics of your situation, I'm seeing you in... You're either like in a relationship now with someone where you've not really got over the last person and you're not really getting on that well with this person, you're not treating them that well. Or you're fed up with like the person you've been with and you're leaving, and I think you want somebody else to come in really quickly. And for some of you I feel like you'll accept a relationship that's not really right for you and try and stick it out and try and make it work and try and like force it to work when it's not working, until the point where you just decide to actually just let go and go with the flow, which would mean that it just kind of stops. But I'm seeing with the Hangman and flexibility, it's like it will be a kind of flexible situation, if that makes sense. Like not very stable, not very committed, not very strong. Which is why, for me personally, I wouldn't want to develop a child in that kind of situation where it's not strong and it's flexible. And it's kind of just a potential and not anything really solid. But there is potential. There is potential, but I feel like for this relationship to work, this relationship that I'm seeing on the forecast, which, by the way, I don't know what kind of time frame this represents. And also, this is just based on where you are right now. So if you change your behavior right now, you could get a different outcome. I do feel like anything that's not really solid will come crashing down quickly after you try and build it. Like, you might get to the point where you just start celebrating it, and then it all falls apart quickly. For some of you, I feel like you will be able to change this behavior, even though I try hard. But you really do need to work on yourself, I'm seeing, for that to be the case, and the other person. If this is like a long-term partner that you keep making up and breaking up with. And you need to like address the feelings coming to the surface. It's not really enough for the feelings to be triggered if they're constantly being, like the same feelings are constantly being triggered. It's clearly not actually healing for you, unless you deal with it. So I'd say if you and this person can use that and deal with your feelings together, and deal with like the fallout of all the arguments and the making up and breaking up. I'm seeing if you guys can go through that together and actually like support each other through that and nurture each other and genuinely care about each other through that, then this could grow into something solid, because it does have potential. But there's a need to still be flexible, I'm seeing, for the entirety of this forecast. I feel like I'm reading for feminines right now very strongly. I'm sorry if there's masculines watching and you feel alienated in this moment, but I hope that the feminines will connect with this. But I feel like you are very strong and you don't really see your worth unless you have a partner. Sometimes I feel like you forget all the things that make you great, and you're seeing this as like the only form of happiness. You're seeing that perfect happy ever after love fantasy as the only thing that could fulfill you, when actually I think you are sitting on top of a world of talents and abilities and things that make you really amazing, which are much more amazing than your partner. Like your partner, I'm sure they're an amazing person in their own right, but you can't take them as an accomplishment. They're not an accomplishment for you. Especially if you keep breaking up, that's not an accomplishment for you guys. What's an accomplishment is how far you've got in life on your own. What you've earned for yourself, what success you've created for yourself, the talents, the things you've learned, the education you've got, the people who you care about, the people whose lives you change for the better. All that matters. Having a relationship for the sake of it, like for the title of it, for the image of a happy relationship, is not worth it at all, especially not if it's really unhappy and traumatic. Yeah, I'm feeling a strong... If this is somebody, please guys, if it's somebody who just keeps cheating on you, please just focus on yourself and your own talents. Please, 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 please. Stop giving this person your energy. And stop trying to like force it to be happy when it's not. You don't have to have a happy relationship to be successful, you know. You can just be this bomb-ass feminine on your own, capable of growing life. Like, what do you need? What do you need to add to that? That's incredible. And I feel like it's just... masculines as well, like, we've all been conditioned to feel like we need other people to complete us. When actually you're born alone, you die alone, people come and go. I'm sorry if that's cynical for you guys. I believe in true love. I believe that there's a happy ever after love, but I don't believe what you guys have right now is it. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry if that is not what you want to hear. But I'm sure if you look within, you'll see that... I feel like if this is the reading for you, if this doesn't connect with you, please pick another pile, because this probably is not for you. But I feel like if you kind of resonate with this, somebody who's not really healed but like tries again even though they're not healed, I think this message is definitely for you. And I think you need to suspend activity on your love life, really. Like, this is turned into advice instead of a forecast, because, well, I've given you the forecast. The forecast is a third-party situation and heartbreak, betrayal, and then, like, it's kind of happy again, but then it comes to a completion, and then it's kind of shocking. Like, there's a shake-up after the completion, which I'm seeing. It's like a happy completion, and then a shake-up and a shock really fast. Potentially like a pregnancy. So for somebody, it could be like somebody cheated on you and then you broke up, you were happy to break up with them, but then you found out you were pregnant. For some of you, which is really hard. I feel like that's really for the minority. I'm so sorry if that's you. I hope you have people to talk to about that around you. For most of you, I feel like there'll be a relationship either that you're currently in or one that will form in the future where it will be very up and down, and there'll be times when it just stops and all the activity is suspended. There'll be times when it rushes forward really fast and there's loads of messages and things take off really quickly and there's loads of passion and loads of magic. And then there'll be times where you both are making each other cry and potentially cheating on each other and breaking each other's hearts. And there is potential for a pregnancy to develop. So please be careful if you don't want that. And there's not a sense of like a commitment developing, there's a sense of it still being flexible and still being kind of just a potential. I hope that resonated with you, group 2. Please let me know in the comments. I hope you guys can focus on yourself and your self-healing and not accept relationships like this, because you don't need to. You don't need to be in a relationship just for the sake of it, okay, guys? Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed that. That really helps out my channel with YouTube's algorithm. My private reading information's in the description box because this is kind of messy, guys, so if you need any more help, please, I'm your girl. I'm happy to help you. If you're new, please don't forget to check out the other content on my channel. Some of that might resonate with you as well. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This is your reading if you chose the gold crystal bangle. Let's see what cards you have. First you have a song, and your song is Joy Division, Love Will Tear Us Apart. When routine bites hard, and ambitions are low, and resentment rides high, but emotions won't grow, and we're changing our ways, taking different roads. Love will tear us apart again. Why is the bedroom so cold, turned away on your side? Is my timing that flawed? Our respect runs so dry. Yet there's still this appeal that we've kept through our lives. From the Ancestral Path Tarot, you have the Ace of Spades, and Death. From the Fountain Tarot, you have the Hangman, and the Two of Cups reversed. From the Goddess Tarot, you have Power, which is the Emperor. The Prince of Pentacles. Then from the Good Tarot, you have the Emperor again. Wow. Being strong masculine energy from this pile. And then the King of Water. Very masculine energy. Then from the Sacred Destiny Oracle you have relaxation and purification. And I have some channeled messages for you guys. And you have more alone time. Inner knowing. And finally, patience is needed. Definitely seeing strong masculine energy with the double Emperor here, and the fact that all the characters that I'm seeing are male, I think, apart from she. I can't even tell. I think as a child, I can't really tell. It's meant to be male. Anyway, I'm getting strong masculine energy. Sorry if you're a feminine, but I'm going to address masculines probably primarily. I'm feeling there's a strong sense of a relationship coming to an end, and I feel like it's a really major ending for you guys. With Death and the Hangman here, I'm feeling like it's a major end for you guys. And it might be coming from passion. It might be coming from a new passion that's like very deep from your soul, I feel like. It's not just physical passion, it's from your soul. It's very spiritual, it's not. With inner knowing here, I don't feel like it's not come from, I don't think it's like a rushed decision to end this relationship. I feel like in some respects it seems like the external circumstances ended the relationship. But in other respects I feel like you've changed your mind and you've changed your whole perspective and your whole being because of this kind of spiritual transformation that you're going through. I feel like it's a spiritual activation. That's what I want to say for you guys. And I've not really felt that in a reading before, but it feels like some kind of activation happened for you. Or some kind of like, how can I describe it? It's like a resonance where something kind of pulled some kind of knowledge out of you. I feel like some kind of experience that you went through, some kind of really transformative experience. And you've completely changed your whole way of seeing the world. And if this hasn't happened to you yet, this will happen to you. But I feel like for a lot of you, this has recently happened. And it's leading you up to the end of a relationship. With the Two of Cups reversed here. And I'm feeling a sense like this is a lot for you guys to go through, and I feel like you guys don't really, like you don't show what you're going through with the double Emperor here. It's like a very stoic energy, and I feel like you're just keeping on with what you're doing. And you have been, despite this extremely transformative experience you've been going through. It's like you've just been carrying on with your responsibilities, carrying on, trying to earn money and focus on your day-to-day stuff, I feel like, and not really, I'm not going to pick these cards up because they're so shiny and difficult. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I feel like you're not really allowing your emotions to... You're not really allowing your emotions out, I feel like. I feel like you're so used to trying to be stoic and not having any... You guys, you're actually like, you've been through such an enormous transformation, and I feel like there's a lot of pain within you, and you feel like you have to just get on and go, despite the pain that you're going through. And I feel like Spirit's saying more alone time, and I feel like that would definitely benefit you, so you can just relax more. And I almost feel like the end of this relationship will be like, maybe you're not really grieving it because you don't. For some of you, I feel like you've grieved it before you physically ended it. Like, you've already been through the grieving process before you actually left physically. So by the time you leave physically, you'll be feeling much more powerful again for some of you. And then for others of you, I think you're just trying to be stoic. And I think if you are like this masculine energy that I'm picking up on strongly, it's an energy of not wanting to show any kind of feelings, not wanting to show any. With this line here, I feel like the only time you can really process your feelings is when you're alone. And I do feel like there's a lot of knowledge coming up from within you, from a place of passion, which is leading to transforming your life and this major ending of a relationship. But yeah, I do feel like this will feel like it's purified your life, like it's cleansed your life, like it's made space for things that are more fulfilling and enjoyable for you. And I feel like when this relationship ends, you'll be able to boost your material situation really significantly, guys. I feel like letting go of the emotional connection to somebody is interesting. I feel like you guys are. I actually really like this energy for you, even though there's a breakup coming and it's heavy and it's sad. And I feel like some of you feel like you're not entitled to your own feelings. But having said that, I feel like you've done the work already before you even break up. Like I said, like you physically break up after you've done the spiritual work. And the spiritual work is going to take a long time, or it has taken you a long time. And some of you might be at this point now where you're in the breaking up process. And the future looks like you really mastering yourself, I'm seeing. You could be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or you could be interested in somebody who's Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Or a water sign. Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But it doesn't really matter, and I'm honestly just seeing, like, after this relationship, it's you. You're focused on you and your energy. And I do feel like you need to wait before it's time to start something else, because you're going to be doing a lot of healing. So you guys are sensible, and this is why I like this energy, is because you are going to heal after the end of this relationship, and you've already done most of the healing before you even end it, which is amazing. But I'm seeing that you'll still need some more alone time after you end this relationship. It seems like you've had alone time before you end the relationship to process. It seems like you have a kind of separation with your partner. And there's like an ending and a separation and then the actual breakup, I'm seeing. So you're ready for the breakup, and it's not... I'm seeing the breakup's not that painful for you. But you have a lot of other pain in your lives that you've been processing throughout this breakup. But the actual breakup itself, like the actual parting ways, will not be painful, because you'll already have done all the painful bit, I'm seeing. I feel like you have a lot of knowledge within yourself that you just need to... I'm really strongly feeling like this surge of powerful spiritual knowledge within you. And I feel like you haven't been able to activate it because of this relationship. Maybe because of like material pressures on you, societal pressures. And I strongly feel like with some of you it's trying to be stoic and yeah, trying to be stoic. I feel like even if you guys were obviously in pain, like if somebody like shot you, you would still act like you were fine. And you're entitled to pain, guys. You're entitled to it. And I think you need to, at least in your alone time, because I understand, like, it's hard to really want to be vulnerable like that in the world and show that, but I'm seeing at least when you're alone, which you will be for quite a long proportion of this healing journey that you're going to go on, and this journey of you really like reclaiming your power, I'm seeing, and you do have a lot of power, I'm feeling, and it's very strong masculine power. If you're a feminine, I feel like you're going to be claiming your own masculine energy after ending a relationship that wasn't working out. But I'm strongly feeling like most of you guys watching are masculine, even with the song. And I feel like the relationship you were in, maybe you did resent each other. And I do feel like maybe your emotions were stifled. Maybe your partner stifled your emotions. Maybe your partner was not really allowing you to be emotional. And you couldn't even show feelings to them about like the breakup. So you had to deal with it personally, privately. I do feel like there's an opportunity for love. There's an opportunity for a new stable love here. With somebody who's really trustworthy. And they could be an earth sign, but it doesn't really matter. But yeah, they're very trustworthy, they're very stable, they're very organized. They have a lot of really great ideas, and I feel like they don't always follow through on their ideas, but they try. They really try, this person. And they've not quite like made it in the material world, this person, but they're trying to make it in the material world, and I feel like you're trying to make it. So this person might be a good match for you, because they'll encourage you to develop your strength, and they'll be impressed by you. I'm seeing somebody who would be very impressed by you. But I do feel like a lot of alone time is needed, guys. I don't think you're going to want any other relationship for a while. I do feel like you're going to be focused on double Emperor energy. It's just maintaining your responsibilities and trying to be organized, trying to be disciplined with yourself, trying to maintain, having your money in order. It's that strong masculine energy, the Emperor. It's the masculine archetype. And it's very much being able to provide for yourself, your family, everyone else around you who needs it. And that requires a lot of strength. And I do completely understand why in your situation you want to be stoic and not show any of this pain that you're going through. But I do feel like on the inside you're torn apart. And it does feel like maybe something was, For some of you, you've ended a relationship and then been through a long period of being alone, and there's an opportunity for love, but it's like blocked, I'm seeing. And I feel like maybe it's just your confidence. And maybe it's the fact that you can't express. Like maybe you have feelings for somebody and you can't express it because you're lacking confidence. But I'm seeing that you're going to develop your confidence. And yeah, I feel like some of you guys, you do have feelings for somebody, but the connection can't develop right now, mainly because you're keeping all of your feelings to yourself. But I don't think that it's time for you to have another relationship after this spiritual transformation and ending. I do feel like it's not time to develop love right now. And that any opportunities for love will be kind of paused for a bit, because you just need some time to relax on your own. Especially if the relationship I can't really tell what the relationship you were in was like, but considering that you've ended it and you took a long time to end it, and the vibe in this song is resentment, routine, low ambition, emotions not growing, changing, taking different roads, love is tearing us apart, cold bedroom, I mean, that doesn't sound like a happy relationship, does it? I'm not surprised you want it out. It does feel like there's something passionate. Maybe it's another person. I'm feeling more like it's you and your spiritual activation. And especially if it was a cold relationship, because I'm feeling you're very warm and passionate with this double Emperor. The Emperor is Aries energy. And then you have the Ace of Staves here. And these are the cards and the Page of Pentacles, which are giving me like the strongest energy, and then the Hangman here. We have some strong water energy here in a triangle in the middle. And I do feel like your passion was being dampened a lot by emotions. Even if you're not allowing your feelings out, I still feel like they were dampening your passion. And I feel like you need to go through a cleansing, and that includes allowing your emotions out. That includes grieving the loss of this. And I do feel like a lot of you will have done that before you even leave. But some of you are just not fully allowing yourself to have feelings and heal and do the healing. And then some of you, I feel like there's another relationship that you want to go into after you come out of this one. And it's just not quite the right time. I think you need some time to just work on your own confidence and making sure you're on top of all your routine and day-to-day stuff. And I feel like you'll be keeping your feelings to yourself until the right time, basically. But there's no need to stress, guys. There's a very nice energy on this reading. I want to stress that. It's very much a sense of the bad is going to be left in the past. And I feel like in the future, times will be better. And I feel like this transformation you've been through is making you so much stronger. And you were already powerful, but this has just activated the power within you that you didn't know that you had. And I'm seeing that a big part of that has to do with the letting go and the ending and the suspended activity. And I feel like that being unable to act, being like physically still, your mind was lit up and your soul was lit up. There was something that, I feel like there was something that got in there in your mind, like a new way of seeing life, a new philosophy even. I do feel like you and your partner really changed. You took completely different roads. Maybe it was a really long-term thing. Maybe you have family with this person, and don't beat yourself up, guys, because it's not your fault if you went on a different road from somebody else. From you, that happens to all of us, especially if it's somebody you've known for a long time. It's natural, and I feel like the progression that you guys are making is extremely positive. Extremely positive. And if you just stayed with the other person, you wouldn't have got to experience really coming into your own power. Really coming into your own power. And yeah, it does feel like you're going to get a break from a lot of things so that you can have more time to yourself, more time alone, more relaxation. And just a lot less, I feel like there'll be a lot less on your mind. And that's why you're going to be able to have so much more success for yourself on a material level and on a spiritual level. Because the Emperor would be spiritual success. Like, you've really... To me, the Emperor's like you've understood yourself, you've mastered yourself, you figured out what works for you, what doesn't work for you. You figured out how to live in an effective way for you, how to get your bills paid on time, how to get your rent paid, how to get the money to pay all of those things, how to make a good impression on people. And it's like a lot of integrity I'm feeling for you guys. Everything that you've done throughout this process has been done with a lot of integrity. The absolute most. I feel like even if you were with someone who was treating you poorly and really cold and dampening all of your passion, I feel like you still treated them really well. I feel like you still cared for them. You still provided what you could for the relationship, nurtured them emotionally, had a lot of understanding and sensitivity towards them. And if you grew in different directions, then you grew in different directions. You can't help that, guys. Don't feel bad about that. Please don't feel bad about that. It's better for you guys to be happy going in different directions than be constantly fighting and trying to persuade the other one to go in your direction. It makes much more sense for you to just part with respect and be happy, which I'm seeing that that's exactly what you guys are doing. And I'm really, really, really proud of you. I'm really proud of you, beautiful soul, on a spiritual level. You've mastered the art of saying goodbye and letting go and finding something new to inspire you. And I feel like you guys have done it all like the backwards way from what people would normally do it, which is, I'm honestly really living for this energy. Because usually people would have like an emotional disappointment in their relationship. Then they might have like a little separation, temporary separation. And then maybe the relationship just kind of ends and then they have something new. But I'm seeing you guys had something new, which was very deep, which led to a complete spiritual transformation. And then it was like the existing thing had to end because you were just such a transformed person. You weren't even the same person, so then naturally exiting the relationship seemed like the right thing to do for you. Amazing reading, Group 3. I really hope you enjoyed that. Please let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. That really helps out my channel with YouTube's algorithm. I've left my private reading information in the description box in case you want any help with this spiritual activation, becoming a boss process that you guys are going through, but I don't think you really need it, to be honest with you. I'm really happy for you for your work that you're doing on yourself and the strides that you're making in life, guys. And take that time for yourself whenever you need to, and just be patient with yourself and your healing process and your grief. Thank you so much for watching, Group 3. I really hope to see you again soon for another reading. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the gold chain. Let's see what cards you have. You have a song, and your song is Righteous Brothers, Unchained Melody. Oh, my love, my darling, I've hungered for your touch, a long, lonely time. Time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much. Are you still mine? I need your love, I need your love. God speed your love to me. Lonely rivers flow to the sea, to the sea, to the open arms of the sea. From the Ancestral Path Tarot, you have Justice. And the Chariot reversed. From the Fountain Tarot, you have the King of Swords. And the Three of Wands. From the Goddess Tarot, you have Magic, which is the Magician. And the Ten of Cups. From the Good Tarot, you have the World and the Seven of Earth. And then from the Sacred Destiny Oracle, you have Voyage and Leadership. And I have some channeled messages for you guys. And you have, you're going to have a big change. Wait and see what we have in store for you. I'm feeling a strong, exciting energy, like something really exciting is going to happen for you guys. And Spirit said this pile's for very lucky people. And it seems like some of you might go away somewhere with like someone you really love. Or you might experience a love that takes you away, like it feels like going on a journey. And I feel like some of you might have to initiate this. Or for some of you, it could be that the other person just takes you on like a holiday that you don't expect. An unexpected getaway. A really exciting, really amazing holiday. Like the holiday of a lifetime and you're just not expecting it, I feel like for some of you. For some of you, I feel like there's a situation where it's like everything's right and you're with the right person but it's like there's wrong timing or some things just keep going wrong and it can't really move forward right now. And I feel like plans keep going awry and maybe there's like some kind of change of plans with something. It might be this travel thing, it might be this trip. Maybe it goes wrong. Or maybe it tries to happen a few times and it just keeps going wrong and then eventually it happens kind of thing. I'm seeing. With the Seven of Pentacles, there's an energy of like waiting. And I do feel like in the time of waiting, things might go a little bit awry from time to time. But it seems like what you're waiting for is really worth it. It feels like there's this huge, huge reward I'm feeling with the Ten of Cups, the Magician, and the World here. And then you've got Voyage, which is just amazing. I love that card. And then Justice. And this song really gives me like... The vibe I always get from this song is a very true love that doesn't go away with time. And it feels very powerful. The energy of that song to me always. Very powerful. And I feel like some of you, there's somebody you really love and you're missing. And you haven't seen them for a long time. And you're wondering if they still feel the same way about you. You're wondering if you have a chance to like be with them again. And I feel like you think about them a lot. And maybe it's just that you can't physically get together. I'm filming this while we're still in lockdown, and I'm sick of saying that in videos now. But it might just be that you physically can't get together right now. And I'm feeling a strong, like, things being just and fair and right. And yeah, with Justice and the King of Swords, it feels like honesty, clarity, the truth being out in the open for some of you. And with the Three of Wands, it feels like there's a lot of hope for the future and a lot of planning for the future, which is why I strongly feel like some of you could be having a holiday with a partner and maybe you're both planning it. Or maybe your partner's planning it behind your back, like a secret trip away. Maybe you've both been missing each other. Maybe you haven't seen each other for ages and your partner's planning a holiday for you guys to get together once you're able to spend time together again. Like maybe one of you lives in a different country and they're planning a ticket, like planning on buying a ticket so that you can go visit them or they can go visit you or something. I'm seeing something like that. I'm seeing the outcome will be worth waiting for sure. And Spirit's saying wait to see what we have in store for you. Which gives me a vibe of Spirit having a lot in store for you guys. And with magic here, it feels like anything could happen. It feels like there's amazing potential in the situation, whichever situation you kind of have on your mind right now. I feel like most of you guys have somebody who you're very strongly interested in. You're not really interested in anyone except this person. That's the vibe I'm getting. And I think there's a lot of potential for magic with this person, like genuine magic and long-term. This Ten of Cups is just so happy to me, especially right next to the Magician and like above this row of cards. Like this is such a positive reading, guys. This is gorgeous. I'm seeing a lot of potential here. And it's like long-term potential, and you could end up... I feel like some of you, the person you're inquiring about or the person you on your mind, or this person from this song, in the future, you guys will manifest and create a family and like long-lasting stability and happiness and contentment far, far into the future, I feel like. And I feel like it will be really built to last. And I feel like it will be really carefully built with everything in place, like all the different elements being carefully put into place to make sure everything's perfect. Because it might be that things have kept going wrong with you and this person, and maybe it was like spiritually meant to go wrong. And I feel like maybe there will be a big change. And this time, you both are going to do it right so that it doesn't go wrong again. I'm seeing like it'll be done in a better way this time. It does feel like there's like potential for like accidents or mishaps. Be careful if you're going away anywhere, because the Chariot can be like car accidents, so just be super careful. But this is a love reading, so I'm not really gonna focus on that, and please ignore that if that doesn't resonate with you at all. But yeah, it almost feels like a sense of determination, and then it kept like a strong sense of determination, but it was like blocked from progressing, and it was really frustrating. And I do feel like a path has been cleared for the future in some way, or a path will be cleared for the future in a way where it opens up space for magic and happiness and potential and a long-lasting success for you guys. I do feel like there's a big positive surprise in store for you guys. And I feel like right now you don't see it coming because everything keeps going wrong. And maybe you and your person are not really communicating too much even. I feel like you're both missing each other. And maybe just communicating occasionally with messages. But yeah, she's like got her face covered, you can't see. And then the Chariot guy is all upside down and blocked. And this seems like there's not very much, like this guy's head's just poking out of a hole. So it feels like you don't really see your person. Like there's just kind of a hint of them there sometimes. Maybe it's just social media, like you only occasionally see them on social media now. But I feel like I'm seeing communication for those of you that applies for. And it's like a lot of effort and continuous chain of communication I'm seeing. Like it might be that you and this person would try and get something going and it just wouldn't continue, but I'm feeling like this time it's going to continue. The chain is going to continue and not break, and then it will lead to magic being created. Something really magical. Something that will lead to long-term happiness, long-term fulfillment, long-term success on an emotional level. Somebody who you could really be happy with for life, who you could have a family with. Some of you might already have a family with this person, and maybe you're separated and you're going to get back together. And I'm strongly seeing like a trip away. Or some of you might even move abroad with your person or something, or like move very far with your person. Or be buying a house with your person or something. Along those lines. With leadership, I feel like some of you guys watching might have to take action. Because somebody needs to take action to bring it forwards. I feel like both of you will eventually, but somebody needs to make the first move. And Spirit's saying wait and see what's in store right now. So I don't think, it's definitely not with the Chariot reversed. It's not the time to be trying to forge it forwards. But it definitely feels like it will develop soon. It feels like there'll be more space for communication soon. And then the communication will lead to developments that will be magical. Honestly, like the sort of experiences that feel like fate or feel like once in a lifetime kind of blessed experiences that transform your whole way of seeing the world. And I'm getting a vibe of that, like things being a bit cold and difficult and yeah, like things not going well in your life. And it may be while you're separated from this person, things are not going well. And then gradually, like as you and this person communicate more, I feel like other things in your life start to slot back into place more. And probably for the other person as well. And there's big changes coming, guys. There's big changes coming. I do feel like some of you, it's like a twin flame relationship or a very strong relationship where you're currently like it's not working out. But in the future, it's going to work out really, really, really well, I'm seeing, guys. I don't really think I have much more to say about this one. It's just so positive. I think that's all I have for you today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed that. Please don't forget to let me know how that resonated with you in the comments, and like and subscribe if you enjoyed this. If you're new, please don't forget to check out the other content on my channel. Some of that might resonate with you as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the diamond ring. Let's see what cards you have. First of all, you have a song. And your song is Rumderful, Make Me Feel, featuring Wade and K Faraway. All of my friends say you're bad for me. Ready to drown in your ecstasy. Drinking you down like a whiskey. Burning in love all night. I'm just trying to get mine. I just love how you make me feel. You about to take me out of the game. I don't even want to play it now. It's a slippery slope on that playground. So I'm exiting. Phone call just to start the day, and I was in my feelings for the rest of it. God damn, that's a nice way to start the reading, isn't it? From the Ancestral Bath Tarot, you have the Eight of Cups. And the Four of Cups. From the Fountain Tarot, you have the Seven of Cups. Wow, emotional energy, guys. And the Knight of Swords. It's very interesting. From the Goddess Tarot, you have the Ten of Swords. And the Seven of Cups again. Okay, wow. A lot of confusion here, guys, in this pile. From the Good Tarot, you have the Page of Fire and the High Priestess. And then you have Change. Oh, and Wonders. Very interesting energy. And then you have some channeled messages, and you have Making a Change. Wow, with the Change card as well. Something will be removed. Able to release the old and make way for the new. Interesting, guys. There's Let's just start with the Seven of Cups because you have it twice and there's a very watery, heavy energy over this reading. And, oh, okay. This song mentions drinking and... Oh no, it's got like a youthful energy. Like somebody who's like been partying and having a good time. And they're at the point where they're like considering, do I commit to this person? Is there somebody better out there for me? Maybe there's somebody better. But I think really you're like I think there's a strong connection with somebody. You're about to take me out the game. I don't even want to play it now. So I'm exiting. Phone call just to start the day and I was in my feelings for the rest of it. So it's like there's somebody in your life who deeply affects you emotionally. And I feel like you're kind of pushing them away. And for some of you, I feel like you're giving up drinking as an aside, or like giving up something in your life, and you're just pushing this person away, like while you're doing that, because maybe I don't know, maybe this person like used to drink with you a lot, and you're trying not to drink now, but they still drink a lot or something. And then for some of you, I feel like you're trying to leave this person. Because maybe some of you are not ready for a commitment. Maybe this person's making you feel like you want a commitment. And it's like you don't really. Like this person, you have really strong feelings for them, and that maybe makes you feel confused, maybe makes you feel stressed and angry. That they can get you in your feelings. For some of you, I feel. And I do feel like there's a lot of confusion, like you don't really know what to do. And for some of you, I think you're thinking about ending the relationship and leaving it. And for some of you, I think your thinking's just really negative. And some of you, I think you're angry. Maybe you're angry with yourself and your own indecision, or maybe you're angry with somebody else's. Maybe somebody else is being indecisive and you're angry with them because they're indecisive. Maybe somebody else is pushing you away. Maybe you left somebody because you're not interested in them anymore, and now you're not really sure what to do, and now you're trying to choose. And it seems like you guys have loads of options. Like loads of options, too many options, I feel like, and it's confusing you. And when something will be removed, I feel like that's good. I feel like you need to remove a lot of your options. Especially with this song, it feels like somebody who's found somebody who makes them not want to be a player anymore, but they're not really happy about that. Like they were just trying to get some. They were trying to just have sex, and they're annoyed because they're in their feelings now. That's the kind of energy I'm getting, and it's like you're gonna throw this relationship away. I'm feeling for some of you. But for some of you, I feel like you need to remove all the other options. And with making a change, I feel like for some of you, it is time for you to change and stop just being drawn in by loads of temptation and loads of options that aren't really going anywhere. Because I feel like it's not helping your mind in any way. I feel like having a lot of options is not making you feel good, it's stressing you out. And probably a lot of them, if you look at this card, like, there's a mystery cup, there's one that looks toxic AF, there's one with a snake in it, there's one with what looks like a castle, there's one with a crown, there's one with a wreath, a celebration, and there's one with, is that a heart? Like a human heart? I don't know what that is, to be honest, but she's trying to choose, and it seems obvious to us that, like, don't pick that, don't pick that, don't pick that. Maybe go with this one or this one or this one, because that one's success, that one looks like success. But when you're in that situation, it's hard for you to see clearly. You're not seeing clearly. I feel like you're not looking at the options clearly. You're not looking at the situation clearly. And when something will be removed, I feel like because you're not making the choice, because you're not being decisive, because you're kind of just sitting in your feelings and being confused and maybe being angry and maybe having a lot of negative thoughts, I feel like your negative thoughts are creating a removal of something, like leading to something being removed. But I also think some of you guys, you like want to make a change. So I feel like it very much depends on which way you go. Like if you choose to make a change, if you choose the direction that you want to go in, if you actually make a choice, then I'm seeing that there's a lot of wonders for you. I'm seeing that there's a lot of really great, exciting, passionate opportunities for you, really amazing times on the horizon for you guys. With somebody I feel like you feel very deeply connected with. That's the potential. But there's also potential that you guys will kind of sit in your feelings and just sit with all of your options going around and around your head, feeling really stressed and kind of losing all of them, I'm seeing, or losing the one that you want from thinking about it for too long and keeping your options open for too long. So there's a big danger with that. And with able to release the old and make way for the new, there's definitely a need to let go of anything that you don't want anymore. So whatever it is, whether it's, because I'm not judging you, whichever way round it is, like if you want to continue being a player, then please don't enter into a relationship with somebody and play around behind their back, because that's not nice. So I'm happy for you to continue going and doing your thing, but don't bring somebody else into it. And then likewise, I'm very, very happy if you're deciding to stop doing that because you love somebody. I think that's fucking amazing, guys. Really amazing. But I feel like that is the choice for you guys. And either way, something will be removed. You have no choice in the matter. Something's going. So it's just your choice whether it's all the other options or I feel like the person who you really want. For some of you guys, and I feel like you're quite confused right now, so you can't really see clearly. I feel like it could be either you or your partner could be Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, and then also I'm seeing Pisces. Pisces energy strongly, and also water, just any water sign with all these water energies here. Strong water, so you or your partner could be a water sign, and also I'm seeing fire. And also just somebody very intuitive. Somebody, like this person would be somebody who really understands you, the person who's worth giving up all your options for. They really understand you. They really get you. I feel like they trust you and you trust them. Because they can kind of read you, so they know if you're lying to them. So they can kind of tell if you're being honest enough for them, for their liking. And you would have a lot of fun with this person, I'm seeing. You'd have really amazing times. And I am seeing for some of you, it might be that you and your partner did have a really good time together and you're trying to cut some of those habits and you feel like you can't be with them right now. While you do that, while you make a change, and maybe they need to make a change too. It feels like there's loads of potential. I mean, you guys do have loads of potential. As I was saying, you have loads of options. You have loads of options. I feel like you're just depressed right now. And I do strongly feel like a sense of somebody leaving alcohol behind. And that might be why you feel depressed. And you might just be going through some stuff where you're starting to question everything and feeling really stressed and depressed. This forecast, I don't know what kind of length of time it's going to be for, but For you guys, I feel like this is more of like a general advice for your situation right now. And the forecast from Spirit is that whether you like it or not, something has to go. So the best thing is for you to consciously make the change so that you can choose the things that you cut out and choose what you bring in, rather than you just losing things by being passive about it and not making a choice. There's huge potential I'm seeing, and personally, I feel like if you make the change, like for those of you who are being a player, personally, you don't have to take my advice, but personally, what I'm seeing is that making the change would lead to more wonder in your life. Because this energy is not happy, and what I'm seeing is this is like you if you keep your options open. And it seems very miserable, to be honest with you. It's very cold, it's very like emotional, but the emotions are very dampened and not enjoyable. They're heavy and unpleasant and the kind of emotions you want to run away from. And then there's a lot of confusion, a lot of depression, a lot of negative thinking, a lot of anger, a lot of stress. And then down here we have excitement. I'm seeing this as with the other person. Like if you go for the thing that gets you in your feelings, I'm seeing if you actually like process the feelings instead of running from them, you would get more of a deeper sense of knowledge of self and understanding from another person. And it would lead to a significant change that would be really amazing and wonderful for you guys. But honestly, I would just say choose whatever you want. You don't have to take my advice at all. And what's best for everyone watching this reading will be different. Like some of you, this person, maybe your friends are right and they are bad for you. Maybe it is just passion and you just love how they make you feel. But I feel like for most of you, like this phone call just to start the day and I was in my feelings for the rest of it, like that's pretty significant if you're feeling that. I would recommend not running from that and just going with it and seeing where it takes you, guys. Don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid. But whatever you do, make sure your changes are conscious and not that you're being passive and letting the universe dictate what goes, because you might end up losing the thing that you want the most. I'm seeing. I think that's all I have for you, Group 4. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that resonated with you. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if it did. And if you're new here, then please check out the other content on my channel. Some of that might resonate with you as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the pearl bracelet. Let's see what cards you have. First of all, you have a song, and your song is The Weekend, High for This. You don't know what's in store, but you know what you're here for. Close your eyes, lay yourself beside me. Hold tight for this ride. We don't need no protection. Come alone, we don't need attention. Open your hand, take a glass. Don't be scared, I'm right here. Even though you don't roll, trust me, girl, you want to be high for this. Take it off, you want it off, because I know what you're feeling. And then from the Ancestral Path Tarot, you have the Magician. I'm getting very strong, like, sexual energy from this already, just from that. And then you have the Six of Cups. Okay, cool. It's calmed down now. It's got more chill. Oh wow! Then the Page of Cups from the Fountain Tower. You have the Hermit reversed from the Fountain Tower as well. Very nice. From the Goddess Tower, you have the Queen of Swords. And Fortune, which is the Wheel of Fortune. From the Good Tarot, you have the Two of Fire and the Messenger of Earth. And from the Sacred Destiny Oracle, you have New Beginnings and Purity. Finally, I have some channeled messages for you. And you have, try and be ready to receive the love that is waiting for you. Wow, that's a really nice message, guys. Ooh, something to be excited about. Yeah, I'm already excited just from when I started laying out these cards. The whole process was exciting for me. Ooh, blessings are here. Be ready. Okay, I think it's happening soon, guys, because Spirit said be ready twice now. Breathe more. Wow. This is beautiful, guys. Well, I feel like somebody... You don't know what's in store, but you know what you're here for. I feel like you have no idea what's coming. And it's a blessing. I don't want to give up too much. Well, I'm probably going to give away a lot of the surprises, but blessings are here for you guys. And there is love waiting for you. And it's very exciting. And what I'm feeling is like a beautifully balanced love developing, because it's very emotional and it's very caring with these two cards here, with the Page of Cups and the Six of Cups. I'm seeing you guys will have a strong, you and this person will have a really strong emotional connection with each other. Some of you guys might already know this person, but it's going to like develop. I'm seeing that you have been alone though, and you're going to come out of being alone. For you guys, you're going to come out of a period of being alone, and you're going to think a lot about whether or not to come out of your period of being alone. But this relationship is going to be so amazing. You won't be able to resist. This person's going to sweep you off your feet. Really sweep you off your feet. And you will not be expecting it. I feel like with the Queen of Swords here and the Hermit, I feel like you guys... I'm feeling a strong sense that you guys have been alone for some time. Or skeptical towards relationships, like you've been hurt a lot in the past. You're still carrying a lot of pain. And maybe that's why you've been alone. But I'm strongly feeling like this relationship will heal your heart. It'll be very comforting. And this person's going to genuinely really care about you and want the best for you. And they're not going to sweep you off your feet to drop you again. They're going to sweep you off your feet to carry you away from anything negative in your past and towards a really bright future. I'm seeing with the Two of Fire here. It really feels like you and this person will head towards something together. And right now you're going there alone, but you're going to find this amazing person. This amazing person. I'm feeling this person's very... Not only are they very caring, but they're also very sexy. And they're a very good lover, I'm seeing. And you're going to have some amazingly mind-blowing sexual experiences, I'm feeling. With Breathe More, I really feel like it's going to be so exciting that you really need to like calm your breathing down. You're really going to need to consciously try and breathe because of how exciting it's going to be. And I feel like it's a very like pure happiness. A very pure happiness. And there's a new beginning coming. A new beginning. And I feel like some messages will come with the Page of Cups and the Messenger of Earth. And I feel like some of you might be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and some of you could be dealing with an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Strongly Virgo with the Hermit here, but the Hermit's reversed. I'm seeing, I'll finish my train of thought. There's air energy here as well, so Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Yeah, I'm seeing there's a sense of strong, like, developing something. So I feel like it's a relationship developing. For some of you, you might have already started seeing somebody, but it's just going to really take off, I'm seeing. And you need to be ready for how it's going to develop. It's going to be super exciting, guys. For some of you, I feel like you need some time alone. At some point, you'll probably need some time alone. But for most of you, I feel like it's coming out of a time of being alone. And it's this real like dream fantasy relationship forming that feels like it could go far, far into the future. With purity here and the hermit reversed, I feel like a lot of you have been celibate for a while, or a lot of you maybe a lot of you, you'll be losing your virginity to this person. And it will be very deep love, and it's like the perfect person for that to happen with because they care about you so, so deeply. They're really going to care about you, and I'm seeing that everything will be really considered. Like, you won't rush in with this person in any way. Every step will be thought out. But they will sweep you off your feet, and I feel like they will come by surprise. They're going to come like from behind where you don't really expect it. And also I feel like it's because you're cynical and you're just not expecting it. Not expecting it to be so wonderful. Not expecting it to turn into anything. And Spirit's saying, try to be ready to receive this love. Yes, I feel like there's going to be some amazing sexual experiences for you guys with this song. For some of you, there might be a pregnancy with We Don't Need Protection, and then the Magician, the Six of Cups, the Page of Cups. I feel like there might be a pregnancy, but I'm seeing everything would go really smoothly, and it would be a blessing. And I'm not seeing it being unhappy. I'm seeing you and your partner would be very much together. Very, very much together, and I feel like if that happened, the baby would like bring all the generations of your family together in a really beautiful way. I'm seeing this is like super long term. I see a sense of like strength in yourself as well. Coming from this relationship, like I feel like this person will really, the way they'll care about you is going to be very nurturing and healing and supportive. And I feel like that will give you more confidence to be independent, as well as I feel like you and this person will travel a lot together, but also you'll want to travel alone more, and you'll feel more confident alone because you'll have this person as your backup. I'm seeing a sense of you like just really developing that sense of confidence and security in yourself, because you know that you're coming home to this wonderful person who's like your cheerleader. They've got your back, they're your support, they're your everything, and you're their everything. And you trust each other 100%. And I feel like that will give you so much sense of strength and power when you go out into the world every day. And you won't be cynical anymore. I feel like this relationship will really heal your cynicism and all of your pain from your past. I feel like this person's going to really help you. Really, really help you with a lot of the stuff that you've been through. And then for others of you, I feel like you're healing your own, maybe with family, like maybe some of you are healing your inner wounds and like dealing with your inner child issues, healing your inner child, and then finally coming out of a period where you've not really wanted to be around anyone except family for some people. And I'm seeing it's like an amazing relationship that comes in and that changes everything. This relationship's very life-changing, I'm seeing. And it's like a very pure relationship. There's literally nothing negative that I'm seeing here. It's all just positive. I'm seeing great sex, understanding, mutual care and support and harmony, loyalty, trust, honesty, having shared goals and dreams for the future, having clear communication, And also just having like a very... I feel like you and your partner are both very good, pure, kind of pure-hearted people. And so I feel like you coming together is very... I feel like it's just very positive in general for both of you and your lives, but also like for the world. I feel like you guys coming together is important. It's really exciting, guys, and I don't think Spirit wants me to give you too many more details, but let me try and give as many as I possibly can. Sorry, Spirit, if I'm being too revealing. The Magician, I definitely feel like the masculine in the situation is gonna like progress the relationship or pursue the relationship forward more. And there's a strong masculine sexual energy. And with the song, be careful if you're not trying to get pregnant, because then the Six of Cups is right after the Magician. There's a strong possibilities some of you guys will, like, you'll have some sex unprotected and it will lead to a pregnancy, I'm seeing, for some of you guys. And it will be really happy. It will be really happy, I'm seeing. And your child might be a water sign, if that happens to you. And I feel like it will bring you a new family, like your partner's family will be your family, and you'll feel really accepted by them. I'm seeing if that happened. But even if it's not a pregnancy, I'm just seeing you maturing as a person and feeling more confident and having like more of life, feel open and feel like you can explore more, feel like you can go out more. Because I feel like you and your partner will want to go out a lot together and travel a lot and have like... I feel like you have a really fun, exciting relationship. That's the vibe I'm getting, and it really is something to be excited about. That's the feeling I'm getting, excitement. So the forecast for you guys is exciting. A really exciting relationship forming that's based on not just sexual passion and attraction, but also mutual harmony, mutual respect, trust, love, emotional connection, understanding. I feel like a very strong intellectual connection, very strong communication, and shared ideas about the future, which is, in my opinion, that is the perfect relationship, you guys. So I wish you all the best. Blessings are here. Please enjoy it. Please make yourself ready for when this happens, because I'm seeing that you do need to do something. You need to kind of like ready yourself, prepare to make a good impression, to like, yeah, to... For some of you guys, like if it is going to lead to pregnancy and to like a long-term thing, I think you need to prepare for that. You need to prepare for that. So I really hope you enjoyed that group 6. Please let me know in the comments how this resonated with you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And check out the other content on my channel if you're interested. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.